Squidward Tentacles, Bikini Bottom's melancholic resident, is, as always, lost in the complex labyrinths of his inner world. The endless childish joy of SpongeBob and Patrick engulfs his existential pains like a whirlpool. Squidward, like many of us, is in search of meaning in life, but this search constantly traps him in a spiral of unhappiness. These existential pains of his are not just a reflection of a cartoon character, but also of the inner world of modern humans. The episode Squidville is like a window into Squidward's complex inner world. It all starts with a television falling from the sky. The advertisement promotes Squidville, a place that Squidward dreams of. It is a utopia where art-loving, intellectual, and peace-seeking octopuses like him live. Squidward seizes this opportunity and finds himself in Squidville. At first, everything is perfect. Squidward finally lives a life surrounded by people like him, intertwined with art. However, over time, the monotony and uniformity of this perfect world begin to suffocate him, because Squidward forgets a fundamental thing even there: to be present in the moment. In a place where everyone is the same, where everything shares the same tastes, individuality and originality disappear. Squidward realizes that he has lost his own identity and freedom. Squidward's experience reveals the complexity and paradoxes of the pursuit of happiness. Happiness is not something that can be achieved merely by improving external conditions. It requires inner balance and acceptance. Squidward, despite reaching the place of his dreams, cannot find the happiness he seeks there. Because happiness requires enjoying the moment and accepting the current conditions, rather than being in constant search and expectation. At this point, the views of philosopher Alan Watts on happiness come into play. Watts argues that happiness is experienced in the present moment, not in the past or future. That is, you cannot seek happiness in tomorrow or yesterday, but you can seek it today. Like in the example of listening to music, enjoying the moment and moving away from expectations are the keys to true happiness. Squidward, on the other hand, is constantly in expectation, so he cannot enjoy either the present moment or the place of his dreams. Squidward's story gains even more meaning through its contrast with SpongeBob. While SpongeBob manages to be content with simple and momentary happiness, Squidward is in constant search, and this search makes him forget the moment. While SpongeBob knows how to be happy with what he has, Squidward always wants more. This situation shows that happiness is a relative and personal experience. Squidward's Squidville adventure is not just a cartoon episode, but also a deep philosophical questioning about modern man's pursuit of happiness. This episode reminds the viewer that happiness is more a matter of inner balance and acceptance than external conditions. Squidward's existential labyrinth is actually a labyrinth that we are all lost in. The name of this labyrinth is the modern world. And the way out of this labyrinth may be to move away from expectations and enjoy the moment, to break free from societal pressures and just live for yourself. Squidward's story also carries a criticism of how consumer culture and the pursuit of perfectionism drive people into a dead end. Constantly wanting more leads to a continuous cycle of dissatisfaction and unhappiness. Squidward's experience in Squidville is a reflection of this cycle. The pursuit of a perfect life alienates him from his own essence and prevents him from finding true happiness. Squidward's departure from Squidville is not just a change of location, but also the end of an inner journey. Through this experience, he learns that happiness is not outside, but inside, that acceptance, not perfection, is important. When Squidward returns to Bikini Bottom, he may not be as unhappy as before, because now, instead of chasing after happiness, he learns to be content with what he has, to enjoy the moment. Squidward's story reminds us that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. In this journey, we may sometimes get lost, sometimes stumble. But what is important is to enjoy the journey itself, to appreciate every moment, and to be at peace with our own inner world. Escape the labyrinth of the modern world and pursue your own personal legend.